Welcome to Stride University. Today we are going to be talking about creating a purchase order. We have a couple of some material that we need to purchase in order to be able to complete one of our projects. So we're going to hop right on in here and go into the purchasing module. We'll click on that. It'll bring up our list of purchase orders or RFQs. So before a purchase order can become an RFQ, purchase order, it starts out as an RFQ or a request for quote. Sometimes you might need to send your RFQ off to a vendor or a couple of vendors before they approve that, and it becomes an actual purchase order. If you don't do that and you just have a long-standing relationship, or there's some ways that you don't have to always do that. So, and I'll show you that today. So we're going to go ahead and create an RFQ, or the beginning of a purchase order, and we're just going to go ahead and select our vendor. And if you have past history with them, you can notice over here it says, hey, these people are 80% on time. You can change the order deadline, and then you can add in your expected arrivals. For today's example, I'm just going to keep it the same because it's going to come in today. So right now I can just go ahead and I've got a couple of products that I want to bring in. I need to reorder, and we'll be able to see them come in, and I need to order 30 yards of that. You can see how that comes in, and I also need to order 20 yards of this product. You can have your taxes on or off if it's wholesale, however you want to. I'm just going to take my taxes off for today because it's not included. And we're going to go ahead, and at this point, up here's the Save Manually button. It should save if you move off of it. I always like to say yes. There's another button here that we can ask for confirmation one day before it arrives and make sure it's still good. You don't have to do that. Leave that check mark off and go ahead and save that, and then it gives it a PO number. So if we were to come back out, you could see, and we want to search that RFQ is right here. It hasn't been confirmed or anything like that, but if we come back into it, this is where you could print this. You could send it by email and let your vendor look at it and say, yep, that looks good, or no, we need to change some prices on there. Otherwise, if that's not the way you do it, you can just confirm that order, and it becomes it goes straight to a purchase order. From there, what you're going to and now that's a created purchase order. It's in the system and ready to go, and you'll notice that it created a receipt button. So that's all for today. That's how you create a purchase order. It starts out as an RFQ, and then becomes a purchase order, and ends up giving you that purchase order and a receipt. So come back for more. We'll continue this, and I'll walk you through the receipt process. And as always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thanks.